Hi everybody and welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we are checking out the 6th day. To celebrate the 6th day, I am watching it on the 6th day of the week. Well, actually it's a Tuesday, so if you're watching this on Wednesday, or if you start the calendar on a Wednesday, then Tuesday is the 6th day. So I am watching it on the 6th. That doesn't make any sense. Just don't think about it. Just let me have this one. Just let me have this one. Anyways, I know nothing about this movie at all. I never actually have heard about it until you guys started to recommend it to me. But since I'm watching a lot of Arnold movies at the moment, I was like, okay, 6 days being recommended a lot. It looks kind of awesome. It looks like a sci-fi movie. Kind of reminds me of Total Recall a little bit. Don't know anything about it. I've never heard about it before, so let's give it a shot. The only thing that I know about this movie is that there are weird eyeball things, and I only know that because the thumbnail on Netflix is Arnold's face pressed up against these two weird eyeball things. And there's a lady with blue hair in it as well. I don't know what's happening. I haven't even read the description. I'm just trying to avoid the description. Like, it's kind of to the side and I'm trying to not read it. But yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. If it's anything like Total Recall, which it's reminding me of Total Recall a lot. Obviously the story is probably going to be very different. But if it's anything like the sci-fi movies I've watched on this channel so far, I know I'm going to enjoy it a lot. And if you'd like to check out more of my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have many of my movies uncut on Patreon, as well as early reactions to my TV show reactions such as Cobra Kai, as well as all my movie reactions 1 week early. And there are also 2 exclusive movie reactions a month just for you guys on Patreon. So thank you so much if you check it out, and let's get back to the video. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie. Very excited to see Arnold. It's been a while. Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks since I watched an Arnold movie, but it's felt like a long time. Okay, guys, come on, give me a break here. But yeah, before we get into it though, we have to do the lighting. So let me just turn on my light. Boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I thought it was a difficult choice because I don't know what color to choose for this. The eyeball things are blue. Her hair is blue, but the title is green. So I'm very conflicted if I should go a blue or a green. So in my mind, just now, after a lot of thought and a lot of ingenuity, you could say, I am a pretty ingenuous person. That is not a word, but now it is a word. I'm going to go nice turquoise. I guess this is a cyan, which is a mix of green and blue. Who's a genius? I'm a genius. Okay, this is enough talk. Let's get into this movie. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys enjoy my reaction to the 6th day. This movie was made a lot more recently than I thought it was. I just saw that it was made in the year 2000. I thought it was made in like the 80s, to be honest. God created man in his own image, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning. Oh, what? I read slow. I'm sorry. That is true, I think. That is a real thing that happened. Isn't it? Oh. That was kind of an awesome opening sequence. I don't know why, but I'm so hyped now for this movie.
For the expansion Roadrunners, their playoff hopes could hinge on this play. A lot of pressure on young Johnny
This slow motion. They've got like screens on their helmets. That's cheating. Ow. Broken neck or something.
May not be as bad as you think it is.
Is he gonna get cloned into Arnold or something? Like, how is Arnold part of this movie?
I have to take one for the team.
What? What? Because it's gonna cost them money? Are you serious? Ah, there he is. Maybe this is what the Arnold Terminator and Terminator Dark Fate is doing before that movie starts. You know, this is his family.
Is Clara up yet?
Yeah, she's watching TV with Oliver.
Oliver.
Oh, very funny.
Come on, I made breakfast.
Oh,
She's so cute. Oh my god. And there's puppies at the screen.
With 0 defects, guaranteed.
Cloning is
Thanks to
love.
Repet.
Repet, recall. Huh? Huh? Conspiracy.
A make-believe friend that grows real hair and can do a lot of stuff.
That sounds like the plot of a horror movie. Oh my god, that's creepy.
Thank you for ordering milk.
Nice. It's funny that we basically have that now. Like, that's technology.
I just wanted to know, and now I know.
I can't believe it was that easy.
Your destination, XX Charter Airport.
He's good. He's good.
Clear out the place like a bomb scare.
Oh, I get it. You and Natalie have a little private party planned.
The Extreme Express. What do they do?
That and they
Oh my
had
god.
to put Oliver to sleep.
No! I mean, I like sleep, but...
Oh, he's fighting. We always win.
So, he's a pilot. I'm assuming he's a helicopter pilot to, like, fly people up to the mountains for skiing then, hey? Yeah. Okay. Those are cool helicopters, though. No, the score screams early 2000s.
Everyone has their maps? GPS, emergency beacons? All right, good.
I thought he said emergency pecans.
These repets, they come back to you. You cannot tell the difference. Trust me, I had it done.
Oh, shit.
It's like a fighter jet now, what the heck? Okay, it is filmed in Vancouver. It is filmed in Vancouver. I was gonna say, I recognize the city. I'm like 99% sure that this is Vancouver.
You said this forms a standard except what?
It's our normal charter contract.
Replacement technologies.
It really doesn't hurt. Just press your thumb here.
Oh, the eye things. The eye things.
Anyone who comes in contact with Mr. Drummond.
Such a weird eye thing.
After this, I'm going to town to test a chef and 2 waiters.
Okay. Why did we need to know that? Why did we need to know that he's doing a chef and 2 waiters? Is that important, or is that just a line?
Try to act a little bit more manly.
Yeah.
Okay, chest out,
Chest,
stomach in.
stomach.
There you are.
All right.
Is he gonna die? I hope he doesn't die. This movie's about cloning, so someone has to die, right? Oh man, he's gonna crash, isn't he? Something's gonna go wrong.
Hey, you on the Roadrunners, right?
What? I knew this guy was suspicious. Did that say $400? $447?
I mean, suppose the clones have no soul, or they're dangerous.
Clone pets are every bit as safe as real pets. Plus, they're insured.
Well, if it...
Plus, they're insured. I'm in.
Your repet Oliver will be exactly the same dog. He'll know all the same tricks you taught him. He'll remember where all the...
There's something fishy about Repet. Can't say what it is yet.
The best friend money can buy.
Let me think about that.
What's this Oh my god, the doll.
Look, I might be back.
Oh my god. Terminator line.
It's amazing how real this is.
I know.
I hate that doll. I hate that doll.
Your name.
Look, I'm heading home now. If you get this mess...
Throw that out of the car. Burn her.
Hey, go to sleep, Cindy.
I can sing
Go
songs.
to sleep, Cindy.
Would you like to sing with me?
Go to sleep.
Ugh. There's gonna be an uprising of these dolls, and it's gonna terrify me. I'm gonna have nightmares of Cindy in my closet tonight or something. Ugh. Wait, he's been cloned? What? No way. How? When? What? Was it the scan at the start? Oh, this doll! Or is he the clone?
We have a little situation. Will you come with us, please?
It's him! It's him!
What's going on here? Just cooperate and everything will be fine.
Terry Crews, right? I love that guy. The imposter. So I wonder why human cloning was banned. Was it just because it was unethical, or was there a dangerous aspect to it as well? Please throw her in the trash. Oh, that was kind of awesome.
To kill you. That's all I know.
What? They weren't gonna help, they were gonna kill? Isn't that guy, Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy? He sounds like Yondu. Oh, wait, what? She's dead? No, she isn't. She's not dead. Oh, not the stairs. Oh. Those stunts were so cool. Woo! Oh no. Is it water or land?
You got me? Yeah.
Are they trying to kill him to cover their tracks? I feel like that's why. These transitions. That's the Vancouver Library.
Mr. Drucker, the protesters outside claim that you run Repet at a loss in order to soften people up to the idea of human cloning.
You know,
Oh, that's actually genius. Why didn't I think of that?
Because of a law that was passed by frightened politicians a decade ago.
So what does that mean? What are you going to do?
Man, he's making sense. I don't want to agree with him, but that makes sense. But human cloning is a very gray line area.
Hey, boss!
Johnny, that's my star quarterback.
Although I feel like in this, he's cloned. He is cloned.
I'd hate to take cut and pay.
Don't remind me.
I feel like he has, because I feel like he's the villain of this movie. He's just, is that the guy from Twin Peaks? Like the sergeant guy? Anyways, what was I saying? Since he's the villain, I think his motives are going to be bad. You know, if he meant well, I feel like human cloning could work, maybe.
Mr. Speaker, could I have you a glass of brandy in my office upstairs?
Clone your son. Clone your son. Oh man. I wonder why Arnold was cloned though. I don't think Arnold's the son, right? Like Arnold's way too old to be the son.
Imagine two turtles are walking through the desert.
Oh, shut up!
Imagine two turtles. Oh my god.
Of course we are.
Medical alert transmitted. Awaiting data.
Ah, this guy, Yondu, is so good. Oh, yeah, run over. Ah, they're gonna be cloned though as well. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at it moving and changing. Oh, that's really awesome. But really creepy. You know what? I don't like it anymore. Cloning can go bugger off.
I'm gonna kill him. Where is he?
Does she know she's a clone because she's sitting on this table? Or like... does she just think that she fell unconscious or something like that? She does know she's a clone, okay.
You do your hair. I'll take Wiley and Vincent along.
Gotta pierce my damn ears again.
Oh, so she must have been multiple clones. Or maybe just once, I don't know. Oh my god, it's a window? That's genius. Or a two-way mirror, or a one-way mirror, I should say.
because at other times he seems almost rational.
That's either Arnold's really, really strong or that mirror was really weak. The slow motion again. The slow motion is so cheesy, but it fits with this movie because this movie's a 2000s movie, you know? Fits with the time that it was made. He's dead again. This poor guy. I hope he just keeps getting revived or they keeps dying.
Honey, I'm home.
He should say, "Honey, I'm a clone." Oh my god.
That's a real gun.
No, it's a Nerf gun actually. He's having a Nerf war. So now I'm really like questioning who's a clone, who's not a clone.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take my life back.
He's gonna kill him?
Suicide.
But he's not me. He's not even human.
See, the thing is though, the clones are alive. This does not work, right? He can't do it. There's no way he can do it.
I have a little something for you.
What is it? Oh. Thought it was a gift. It was just a kiss. Just joking. Kisses are fine too.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry about the...
Smoking's illegal? They just said that?
Oh, we should smoke cigars more often. Oh.
This guy. Stop looking, bruv.
Sorry about this.
Nice too.
Oh, the dog knows it's a clone, right?
Fix the garage.
Oh, a heel.
Oh, never mind.
Now what? Pussy.
Oh no, oh no. The doubled Arnold Fernanza.
Let's get out of here.
Wait, we can't just leave him here with it.
Dude, you're talking so loud.
I had to totally look away when you and Natalie were... You want a beer?
Yeah, you totally looked away, hey?
It didn't look like it. I mean, she seemed, happy.
He's trying to be so polite. It's the guy from earlier. I was wondering when he would show up. No, you're not even gonna ask him what he's doing? Oh, I thought Arnold shot him in the stomach or something like that.
Is Hank sleeping on the floor again?
Ha ha ha, I keep expecting like a sitcom laugh track to play when she talks.
Clone your friend. Dr. Weir cloned you.
Oh. Oh man. Okay, I know she's gonna die again because in the thumbnail she had blue hair, I believe. So she has to die. She's gonna die here. Get ready. She's gonna get shot. Oh. Oh ho ho. Oh ho. That's amazing.
5, 4, 3.
You could say he's got a footloose. I don't even know if that's a Footloose reference. I just said the title of the movie. I just don't understand why he cloned Arnold. Why he cloned, yeah, Arnold's character. Doesn't make any sense to me. Unless Arnold was already a clone when the movie started.
Transfer to my clinic, okay?
I'd like to stay here.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be cloned.
The feelings that I have aren't mine. They're hers.
She's already a clone. But she's like a clone that's self-aware. It's interesting, actually.
Just water my flowers. Okay.
I bet he waters them every day. But also I think he's gonna clone her. He's just carrying around a finger. It's so weird. It's just in his pocket.
He's doing a study on a flesh-eating virus. That's okay, you can open it up.
That's okay. Go ahead, you're clear.
Wouldn't that be a security risk, though, just carrying that around? Like, as a security guard, if that was let loose in the building, people would die. That's a security risk, you know? Oh my god, he keeps cloning her, but she's only going to be alive like 1 to 5 years every single time. Are you serious? Huh. Guess there aren't any metal detectors in the future, is there?
I just dropped my pen. All thumbs today.
I'm all thumbs today.
It was your old neck that got broken. This is your new neck. Get it?
Thanks for visiting.
There's her blue hair, okay. This poor guy. He just wanted to help. You don't need to put a gun on him. I think those things will explode at some point. It's just a very explosive thing to have in your movie, you know? It's so gross. Kind of reminds me of The Matrix, where like all the people are in the embryos.
It's not under control.
I'm not even under control.
Here, it's your sin cording.
How did you get this?
It was the scan right at the start of the movie.
Torda was killed.
Yeah, but why are they trying to kill him? That's what I want to know. Am I missing something, or is it just not explained it yet?
Gibson family schedule. Clara's recital at school.
No way they go in and take the family during a school trip.
We figured out you switched places. It was too late.
Access denied. Invalid thumbprint.
They're trying to kill me.
Oh.
Which makes you very dangerous to Michael Drucker.
Accessing.
It all makes sense now.
We need to find out where he is now.
Okay, the story makes sense. It's actually very simple. Don't know why. I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated. But won't kidnapping the family in broad daylight equal an investigation and cause more ruckus around this whole event? The driver was almost a hero.
Clara!
That's so scary.
What are you doing?
See this?
It controls the dogs. Picnic. That song is actually kind of creepy. Ah, is there gonna be a helicopter scene with the remote control helicopters? I hope.
Is the felony in progress now?
Yes.
It's so much slower than just calling 911.
I tried that already. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
This is so awesome.
For sleeping with my wife. In the damn minivan.
Yes.
In the damn minivan.
Thanks for visiting Replacement Technology.
Imagine if you were dying and you had to call the police, and that's what you get.
Just the highlights. All right.
Just the highlights. That was a good line.
To fix your garage. You saw me working in a garage. Saw you. I nearly shot you.
He's like, oh, the Joker. Oh, wow. It like burns through stuff.
Cool.
That is something I didn't know I needed in my life. Arnold saying cool twice at the same time.
Johnny Phoenix and the others, but Michael, why my wife? Why?
You're right, Griffin.
For money? Are you serious? So we can keep doing more of them?
They stay on the team, we clone them again, and no harm done. And that's exactly what we're going to do with Catherine. I'm sure she's being cloned as we speak.
No.
Back anyone ever again. That's how much I loved her.
He's out.
So it's over, it's finished.
He's gonna die now, though.
I'm gonna save our friendship. I'm gonna save your marriage.
Michael, what are you talking?
Oh, he's gonna kill him and then erase some of the memories, and then oh, it's gonna seem like none of it happened. Oh my God, this man.
You're welcome.
Does he honestly think he's doing him a favor? Wasted their bullets. Wasted their, lasers, I guess. Wasted their lasers. Yes, I wanted one of these helicopters to get chased. It's so jarring to see the library not as the library.
Yeah. It's my charter contract.
It's not even signed. There's nothing written on it. Wait, what? It was just empty spaces. What?
Trashing the whole security
system. All right, we got him trapped. West stairwell between 13 and 14.
The music is pretty good too. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's like grates instead of just pure solid material.
Go get him! Go get him! Go!
That's probably the easiest way for him to get to Mr. Strucker. Is that his name? Strucker? Bucker?
Not on him. It's not in his whispercraft.
The other Arnold. I forgot that the other Arnold's somewhere. He's a diversion.
I knew you double-crossed me, so I gave it to my clone.
Or he's the clone. I bet he's the clone.
Recording will be at your murder trial.
Switch jackets.
Do you actually remember changing places with your friend?
Hey, buddy, wake up. We're here. Woodland Mall.
What?
Still can't make up your mind, huh? You lost a dog, right?
Oh my God, I thought it was weird that he was talking like that.
Yeah, you cut yourself shaving, right?
No way. Are you... What?
4 dots means she's been cloned 4 times. Come on.
I've lost count. It's only been 4 times. She obviously can't count very high. Oh, please don't have this stuff under... They switched places, right? They must have switched places. Oh, no.
They're his. And you, my friend, are in exactly the same boat as all of us.
My mind is being blown at the moment.
We will finally be able to conquer death.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think science is inherently evil. But
people are? Ah.
I'm just taking over where God left off.
He's calling himself God pretty much.
So you can go fuck yourself.
Literally. He's like, you know what? That's a good idea. Hey, this is the scene on the thumbnail. The weird eye scene. Such a weird song choice though for it.
Let's go back a few minutes.
Look at those Apple screens. Look how cute they are.
Correct. Now warn Vincent. Put out another alert. This one is the diversion.
Ah! Who guessed it? I guessed it. I just thought that they switched coats or something, you know? They're gonna blow that up. They have to. You can't just show oxygen tanks in a movie and not blow it up. Yes. Better start cloning yourself, buddy. You got 12 hours. Oh, yes. Goodbye, Terry Crews.
Do any graphic violence? Surely it gets enough of that from the media.
A not so subtle message.
Hey, have a nice flight.
Have a nice flight, little girl.
Have a nice flight, little girl. I'm gonna say that to my little brother next time we go on a flight together. Hey, it's Science World in the background. It's so cool recognizing the city. He's gonna kill him?
Not again!
Not again. He's died 3 times this movie.
Where's my power?
Relays are coming online now, sir.
No. Now the oxygen's gonna explode with the power, right? Never mind. I thought it was gonna explode with the power. Something has to be connected to those oxygen tanks for them to explode, though. Right?
We'll find him.
So weird still. So weird. Incomplete? Is that bad? Or is it just still running? Like, still processing? He's swimming in the clones. Swimming in the clones. You know, this movie could also be titled The Clone Wars. Star Wars Episode 2 behind the scenes. Attack of the Clones. Feel like he's gonna be deformed because it was incomplete. Kind of looks like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine. You're really making that thing you?
You're not even gonna wait until I die?
No.
Would you?
He got a taste of his own medicine. I love it.
What? What?
Oh, what's the kill line gonna be? Come on, he has to have a kill line, right? Oh, all of their data, all of the discs. Oh, now he's making out with his own body. Oh.
When I say you should screw yourself, I didn't mean for you to take it literally.
That's what I was saying. Was that the kill line? Go clone Arnold. Clarnold. That's his name now. Clarnold. Oh my god. What's gonna happen? Yes! Real Arnold! Someone's gonna die. He's gonna die. Clarnold's gonna die. Oh my god. Just like chop him in half with the blades of the helicopter. Imagine. Oh, the glass is gonna break. There you go. I was almost right. Oh yeah. Ah. That was such a fun final action piece.
This is your family too. You were willing to die to save them.
Yeah, that's true.
Not. Because if that's not being human, I don't know what is.
It's gonna go out to sea to ponder the meaning of life. What a better... There's no better place to do that.
That's why I brought her home. Put her down. Good.
Thank you so much.
It's so sweet. But he's the clone, I think, right? Saying goodbye to his family. Yeah! Look, the Canada flag! It makes an appearance! Oh! The ending has got me hyped. Of course, a fly into the camera finish. Oh! The whole movie. Am I a clone? The guy who I thought was Yondu, don't recognize his name, so I'm hoping that he is Yondu. Trevor Rabin did the music. Never heard of him before. They did a pretty good job. Very 2000s. I'll talk about it more in my review. And that was my reaction to The Sixth Day. May 2000, 2 hours and 3 minutes, sci-fi action, awesome, amazing movie. I think the thing that I found the most charming about this movie was the 2000s essence that was in this movie. If I had not seen when this movie was made before I started watching it, after the movie, I would have immediately said, this movie was made in the early 2000s, wasn't it? It had such a big, like, early 2000s music video vibe for some of it. The editing, the colors, the TV screens and computer screens and the monitors and stuff like that. Just like everything about it screamed early 2000s. The fashion, just, I don't know. I found it really charming. And there's the early 2000s aspect of it made it kind of cheesy, and a lot of it was pretty cheesy, especially I just feel like a lot of movies and just media in general back then were very cheesy, but that didn't take away my enjoyment from it. It actually increased my enjoyment for it. I don't know how to, I don't know whichever one works for it or from it. I don't know why it increased my enjoyment. I just really liked that aspect of the movie. It made me smile, and I don't know, it made me happy and kind of nostalgic almost, because that's kind of when I was a kid, that's what the media I was used to, right? That kind of cheesy, weird edits, like flashbacks, like crossfades and stuff like that. That's what I was used to, and it's kind of gone away in the media. So it was almost like a nostalgic trip for me in filmmaking terms. I don't know, very interesting. Another thing that was very 2000s was the score, and that doesn't mean that the score was bad. I really enjoyed the score, but it was so 2000s. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. I just really enjoyed the parts where the score was like, yeah, or like you get those like vocals just screaming or something like that. I don't know. I just thought those were really cool additions, and I really, really liked them, and I thought they fitted the scene really well. There are definitely parts of the soundtrack that I didn't really think fit in the movie. Like the part when Adam, the clone Adam at the end of the movie is trying to get like carded, whatever you call when like in the memory on the weird eyeball things, and they play that song with actual vocals. I don't know, that kind of took me out of the movie because I thought it was just a weird choice, and it just kind of felt very abrupt. Maybe they had to put that song in the movie or something, but it just didn't feel like it fit the movie for me, at least on my first time watching it. But the rest of the music fit really well, and the music at the end especially, I don't know, it got me so hyped. I was like, oh, I want a Seventh Day movie now. I want the sequel, Seventh Day. I don't know. Another interesting thing that I thought about this movie was, one, this movie was very kind of existential in a way. There was a lot of talk, like biblical talk. There was a lot of talk about kind of what is life, like is a clone a living being, or is it just a manufactured thing from science, right? There's also talk about death, what happens after death. Not as much talk about that, but there was still talk about it. And I find it really interesting that the main character's name is Adam, and Adam can be seen in like the Bible as Adam and Eve, right? And I don't know too much about the Bible and too much about that story as a whole, but I find it interesting that the main character's name was Adam in a movie so heavily focused on kind of, is God real? Is like, what happens? Is there life after death? What is life? So yeah, I think that was a really cool addition. Maybe there's a lot more to Arnold's character of Adam than I can understand, because I don't have a lot of like knowledge about that. So if you guys, if there is other stuff that I'm just not getting, I would love to know down in the comments. Please let me know if there is. Yeah, but I found that really cool, and I really liked the questions this movie asked. There were definitely moments in this movie where I was like, whoa, they actually did that. Like when the guy said that, oh, I died, and I was really disappointed that there was no white light or angels and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, they really just said that, like kind of disproving God in the movie, kind of, you know? So I thought that was a really risky thing, because I feel like some people could get mad at that, you know? But there were definitely some really cool questions. I really liked Are Clones People question, because that is something that, I don't know, I had this big like talk with one of my friends last year. I don't know, it was like really late at night, and then he's just like, if you were a clone, would you be okay if someone killed you or something like that? And then we had this huge discussion about if clones were like okay to be alive or something. Like if someone were, if there was an ability where we could clone people, like would you be willing to clone yourself or clone someone that you loved or something like that? And it was a really interesting discussion, and I feel like the discussion went nowhere because we could not decide if it was good or not. But this movie really kind of brought that memory back to me of that cloning discussion I had with my friend. And I don't know, it is a really interesting thing. If someone can remember a life and someone is living, breathing, they feel pain, they feel love, they can feel loss, are they not a living person? Like, are they not essentially alive? So it is a really cool thing to think about, because yes, maybe they were just born, but that they're still born. I don't know, it's just an interesting thing. Like, yes, they were made in a lab with test tubes and a weird water thing, and they were already formed people, but does that mean that they're not alive? I don't know. It's just, I don't know, this movie has raised some questions that I will be thinking about in the shower for a while, you know, some shower thoughts, just like, standing in the shower one in the morning, just like, I wonder if a clone is a real I don't know. Yeah, I just really like the questions that this movie raised. They were questions that I didn't know this movie was going to raise because I didn't know anything about this movie. And it was just a really fun thing. It was really interesting to think about, but two, it provided a really fun story because I kept questioning who is a clone, who isn't a clone. And then when someone was a clone, I was like, oh, but is it necessarily a bad thing that he's a clone or she's a clone? I don't know, it's just really cool. And when Arnold's character Adam was revealed to be a clone at the end, that blew my mind. I didn't think that he was the clone because, okay, this is how my brain worked. I thought that at the end scene that the Adam that went to see Michael was actually the clone. But then I was disproven that, or I thought I had been disproven that because of something that they said, and I was like, oh, so that's the real Adam. And then they were like, no, you're the clone Adam. And I was like, oh, so that was the clone Adam. But then it was revealed that the Adam we've been following the whole time was the clone Adam. So I was like, what? I didn't see that one coming. I thought, I don't know. I don't know. That was just really good writing, I think, for me not to see that one coming. There are definitely some stuff that I saw coming, like the oxygen tanks exploding. Obviously, those oxygen tanks were exploding. But there was something at the start of the movie which some guy said, and I don't know why. I don't know why that line was needed. It was like something like, "Oh, I have to go see a chef and 2 waiters after this," or something at the very start. Don't know why that line was included. Didn't serve any purpose for the movie. I don't get it. Serve waiters. Didn't serve any purpose for the movie. I don't know. There was some dialogue in this movie that I felt was unnecessary that could be cut out. Just like very quick lines here and there that I was just like, oh, you didn't really need to say that. Like that scene. There's another scene where it's like, it cost me $1.2 million for you to make this. Like, we didn't need to know that. You could have just been like, it's expensive for me to revive you, so stop dying. You didn't need to give me the exact number because it was not important in any way. There are some script issues like that here and there, just kind of stuff that didn't really work. But overall, the script was really good, and it had me on my toes thinking about who's a clone, who's not a clone, and if it's a clone, and if you are a clone, then are you really, like, is it really that bad that you're a clone? I don't know, it was interesting. Another weird thing about this was the location, because it's so close to where I live that I recognized every single thing that was in it. Like, I've been to all those locations, so now when I go back again, I'm going to be like, oh, that's where the helicopter flew and Arnold almost died, and Arnold's hanging out at the chopper there. Oh, look, that's where Arnold was cloned for the first time, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it was really awesome to see the location, and the Canada flag came out at the very end on the boat. They couldn't hide it. I loved it, because I guess they were hopefully making everyone believe that was America. They didn't really say where it was, I don't think so, at least. They didn't give a location. But the Canada flag came out at the end. Yes, Canada. Representation in film. I don't know. It's just exciting to see a very familiar location. And I know Vancouver gets filmed a lot in movies. It's just always a different place. But sometimes it's unrecognizable and sometimes it is. And I love seeing it when it is recognizable because it doesn't bring me out of a movie. It just makes me really excited. I'm like, oh, they're going there now. Oh, look in the background. I've been there a lot, you know? I don't know. It's just very exciting to see. Now we're going to get to the cast. I believe that's all I wanted to talk about with the movie for the most part. Oh, another thing that I thought was weird, I mean, not weird, I guess it was like a like-dislike thing, was the camera work. I mean, I liked the camera work as a whole. It wasn't like stand out for me or anything. It was just like good camera work. But the slow motion, I have like gripes with slow motion, with old slow motion, because it's so like choppy and blurry. And I don't care if you use it for like a couple scenes here and there, but this movie used it a lot. Like every scene had a slow motion bit. Like they slow motion Arnold opening a door, looking outside, and then walking. You didn't need to slow motion that. That wasn't a slow motion scene that needed to happen. So there were some things that I was like, oh, you didn't need to do that. And then there were other slow motion scenes I was like, okay, that could be good slow motion. But I don't know, old slow motion kind of takes me out of the movie because it's so like grainy and so like freeze framey almost. I like slow motion in like newer movies because it's so clean and smooth, but in the older ones it kind of takes me out a little bit, so I don't like it when they overuse it, and I feel like this movie overused the slow motion a little bit. Okay, now for the cast. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Adam Gibson. I thought he did a great job in this movie. It wasn't my favorite role of his, at least on this channel, at least it wasn't my favorite role of his, but I thought he did such a good job, and he was so funny when it was like just both of him on the screen. I don't know, they did a really good job with those effects, but he had good chemistry with himself. Can I say that? He had good chemistry with himself. Yeah, and he had good chemistry with all the cast, but I feel like it's easy to have good chemistry with Arnold because he kind of steals the show and you're just there in the background. Unless you're two Arnolds, then who's stealing the show? That's an existential question that you'll never ever be able to answer. Which Arnold is stealing the show more? The clone Arnold or the real Arnold? But yeah, I thought he did a great job. His lines were really good. I really liked his last line. When I said, "Screw yourself," I didn't mean it literally. That was a pretty good line. And he was great in the action scenes. He's always good in the action scenes. He was also good at the reveals. I think his like facial acting and stuff like that is pretty good, and his just acting in general, because again, he's not like that articulate with English, so he has to rely on other acting features for him, and I think he is really good at that stuff. Sometimes it can be pretty funny. Sometimes he's like mediocre at it and you're like, oh, that's pretty funny, but most of the time he's pretty good. And I think the funniness and like the mediocrity of some of his acting adds to the movie as a whole, because of it's already kind of a cheesy movie in terms of the way it's edited, filmed, like the script sometimes, and so his acting adds to kind of that cheesiness almost, and it makes it even better in my opinion. So yeah, I thought he did a great job. Tony Goldwyn as Michael, the doctor, Dr. Michael. I thought he did a really good job. I did not like him at all, and I was unsure for a bit actually if he was a clone or not, so it was good script writing there, keeping me on my toes. Once I figured out he was a clone, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And his plan, about halfway through the movie, they reveal his plan. I was like, oh, that's actually really simple. I was thinking it was going to be way more complicated than that. I was going like through these like parallel things, and I was like, oh, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is the reason why he wants Arnold, because Arnold was actually a clone in the first place, and then he is, I don't know, I was thinking too many things. It was just a nice simple plot. I was overthinking it like I do everything else. But yeah, I think he was a pretty good villain. I don't know, he wasn't like the most three-dimensional character to me. His motivation was to basically be a god to everyone else, to make a lot of money. I really liked his monologue in the final act of the movie, where Arnold is like, who's going to decide who lives and who dies? And he says, I am, is there a better option, or something like that. I really like that. Again, raises questions about the morality and efficacy, is that what you say, of cloning people. And cloning is starting to become, well, it's not starting to become a thing, obviously. We don't have human cloning yet, but I feel like in some form we do have cloning. So at some point in, maybe not our lives, but in our grandchildren's lives or great-grandchildren's lives or something like that, cloning will be a thing, and this will be a conversation that people will be asking. So I don't know, it's interesting questions, but I thought his character was kind of like an character. His motivation wasn't the greatest for me, and he was just kind of like boring overall. Like I preferred his sidekicks way way better than seeing him. Whenever he was on screen and his psychics were on screen, or like his bodyguards or whatever, I preferred listening to his bodyguards talk than him talk. But I think he did a good job for the character as well as he could have done. Michael Rapaport as Hank. I really liked him. He was Arnold's like pilot friend, I believe, right? Yeah, he didn't have that much screen time in the movie, but I thought he was really good in the scenes he was in, especially when he was a clone and he was in his apartment and he had that like virtual girlfriend. I thought that those scenes were so funny. And whenever he was with Arnold, he had great chemistry with Arnold. Again, he didn't have much screen time, but when he was on it, or on the screen, I really enjoyed his presence and his chemistry with Arnold and the virtual girlfriend, which is really funny. The last person I'm going to talk about is Michael Rooker as Robert. I really liked that character. He was my favorite of the 4 like bodyguards. I thought that P. Willie, Rodney Rollins' character, was really the funniest because he just kept dying all the time, and so I was very excited to see him die. Terry Crews is Vincent, and I think it was Wendy Crewson's Natalie. They were both good characters. Terry Crews didn't really have anything to do in the movie. He kind of just stood there, maybe shot sometimes and then died. Natalie, she died 3 times, I believe, in the movie. She was a fun character, but didn't really have much like Terry Crews to do. Did more than Terry Crews' character, but less than Michael Rooker's character. I really liked him. Again, I know he's Yondu now. He was Yondu. I recognized his voice. I was like, that is Yondu's voice. Yondu is in. This is before Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a prequel to Guardians of the Galaxy, and also a prequel to Terminator Dark Fate with Arnold's Terminator. This is what he was doing in between Terminator 2 and Terminator Dark Fate, you know? But yeah, I liked him. I thought he was funny. I just really like him in any media that he's in. His comedy is really good. He works well with different actors. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. He was my favorite of the bunch. Another thing I would like to add actually about the movie is the practical effects. Some of the there were definitely a lot of special effects, and the special effects look good, but you could definitely tell that there were like green screen elements, especially when they're on the helicopter at the end. It looked like okay, but still very fake. But the practical effects, especially with the clone at the end, Michael's clone, that looks so good. It was so gross. All the clones looked really cool. I don't know if that was CGI on the faces or like an actual like model or something. I don't know. But it was really, really cool looking. And another thing, the Cindy doll or whatever they were, the scariest things, like make a horror, like forget Annabelle, forget like Chucky, Cindy the doll. That is the scariest doll in the universe. And no one can argue with me on that. Cindy the doll is the scariest. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my reaction. And if you made this far into my review, thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much to these beautiful people right here. It means a lot for you to be supporting me. So again, thank you so much to these people right here. Anyways, yes, if you made it this far into my review, thank you so much for listening. It means a lot for you to just listen to me talk and talk and talk. And I will see you next time for my next movie reaction.